Hi guys, it's Caitlin, and this is going to be my 19 and 20 week update for my pregnancy. This is my 4th pregnancy, and I guess we'll go straight into it and talk about symptoms. I am looking at a list because my memory sucks. Anyways, the symptoms for the last 2 weeks have been exhaustion. I had a little bit of energy spikes here and there where I'm like, yes, I can get everything done. It's awesome. Everything's great. And then I'm exhausted every day. And I've gone back, especially the last, I want to say the last week, I've been needing my 2 o'clock naps almost every day. My eyebrow's itching. I'm sorry. I've been needing my 2 o'clock naps almost every single day. So I'm starting to feel that exhaustion again, but I am waking up way earlier. Like, I'll take my nap and then I'll go to bed around 9 o'clock, and then I'm waking up at 4:45 every single day to take my levo, and I'm just not tired and I can't go back to sleep. So plus with me waking up constantly throughout the night to pee, I feel like I'm getting a lot less sleep, so that might be contributing more to my exhaustion than pregnancy, or it could just be both, who knows. Swelling, my ankles have started to swell, my nose has started to swell a little bit. Throughout the day I slowly swell a little bit more. My feet start to hurt being on my feet all day. My fingers and hands have started to swell a little bit. They are keeping a little bit of an eye on it. They are keeping an eye on the swelling and stuff, but I had a lot of swelling with my son too, so it's not like abnormal for me to have a lot of swelling. I've always swelled very easily over very little things. Baby movements. About the end of my 18 weeks, I was like 18 weeks and 6 days, right before 19 weeks, I started to feel the baby actually kick and move and roll, and it started to be very noticeable. My husband can feel it outside of the belly. I want to say I had this in my last video too, that we were feeling movements. I can't really recall. But baby movements is like really there now. It's very prominent. We feel them all the time, and it really makes me happy and feel more secure about the pregnancy to be able to be like, oh, there he is, he's kicking. Oh my god, he's kicking my bladder. It hurts so bad, but I'm okay with that. He is in the breech position still. We did have our ultrasound at 18 weeks. I was 18 weeks and 5 days. We found out that we were having a boy. So yeah, I was right. Me and my husband had a little bit of a bet going that if he was right, he thought it was a girl, that he would get a boys' night, and if it was a boy, I'd get a girls' night. So now I just gotta plan how we're gonna do that with COVID. But yeah, I was right. I just had a feeling that he was a boy this time around. With all of my other kids, I really just couldn't pinpoint it, whether a boy, girl, or either or, the whole pregnancies. But with this one, from the time that I got pregnant, I'm just like, I think he's a boy. I think it's a boy. So now I'm gonna have 3 boys and 1 girl, and my girl's my oldest. Cravings. I've been craving a lot of sweet things, and not all the same sweet things. So I've been craving chocolate, like tons of chocolate. I literally have to go to bed sometimes, just like, stop, it's a craving, you don't need to eat chocolate. So, I'm having a lot of chocolate cravings. I have, like last night, I made some air-fried apples. I seen it on TikTok. I decided to do it, and it was delicious. I made some air-fried apples with 2 scoops of ice cream and a little bit of caramel on top, and it was amazing. It was really yummy, and it definitely settled my sweet tooth. More than any of my other cravings have been, that one's definitely settled the sweet tooth. My acne is really bad. This is probably the worst it's been in a long time. I remember saying that in the last video, and it's gotten worse since then. I am trying new skincare, but it's going to take a couple of weeks for me to see if that's going to be doing anything, make any kind of actual significant change or not. But my hormonal acne is very bad. It's very painful. The lighting in my room is so dark, so I had to put the lighting on the camera very light so y'all could see me, and it kind of blurs out a lot of the acne and how bad it actually is. My face is very red all the time, very inflamed, and I had acne like this with my daughter's pregnancy, my first pregnancy, and I didn't have it with my boys, and I'm having it with this pregnancy. So it's very much kind of throwing me off. I'm sorry, he just kicked me. I'm sorry, he just kicked, and he's very active. Compared to my other two boys, my other boys are very lazy. They wouldn't move a lot throughout the day, so I would always be like, "Are you okay in there?" But this one, he's kicking. He's very active. He lets me know throughout the day, like, "Hey, I'm still here." There's days where he's less active, and then he's more active at night. It just kind of flips back and forth about when he's going to be active, but he's way more active than my other two boy pregnancies. Emotional. I am very, very emotional. I'm crying at the drop of a hat. I spent about 30 minutes today crying over very small, little bitty things that I usually feel like I wouldn't cry about. And that's the thing, is I'm not feeling irritation, I'm not feeling anger, I'm not feeling any of the other mood swings. I'm just like not sad, just things make me cry at the drop of a hat. And I don't remember having a lot of these feelings with my other pregnancies, but again, that was 3 years ago, my last one, and you forget. It's really funny how with pregnancies, if you're not tracking it like I am right now, you kind of forget the symptoms that you had. You forget what it was really like, especially like years down the road. It's really funny that it becomes so hazy and you just kind of forget everything that happened. Even labors, like you remember your labors, you remember them being painful, but you don't remember how painful they are until you're going through that pain again, and you're like, oh my god. And that's exactly how it is. It's like that with pregnancy too. You know that you were sick all the time, you remember being miserable, but you don't remember how miserable you felt, or you can't like put yourself back into that situation until you're in that situation again, and you're like, oh yes, oh my god, now I remember. And it's always like a shock. Like no matter if your baby is no matter if you got pregnant like a year after, 2 years after, or 10 years after, you will always be like reminded, like, oh, this is what that felt like. Which is really cool. I'm really trying just to really enjoy this pregnancy. This is my last pregnancy. I am very much looking forward to every single symptom and every single movement and every single thing, and I'm celebrating every week. Even though I'm exhausted, I'm really trying to take everything in and document everything so that I can remember this and cherish this pregnancy and this last time. Just cherish it, because this, I swear I'm not that popular. I'm not. It's probably an email that they just email me constantly for the school 100 times a day. Yay. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hey guys, I was just editing the video and realized I didn't show you my belly for my 20 week. Ignore my bed. I took a nap after the video because I was really feeling that exhausted. But this is my 20 week, well, this is actually 21 weeks pregnant.